get into the facts. As soon as I started talking, then they tell me to relax. You say you want the answer, but you really scared to ask. Cause you're trying to hide your sins, we gon' put them on blast. Look up for your candle when you see a new flash. I don't wanna see you burning up and turning into ash. They got you all distracted while you chasing all this cash. You gon' see me go the other way, 150 on the dash. Lashing out the pot like King Griffey on the pad. Don't you underestimate him just cause he a lad. Make the boss know, then I put him in the bag. Turn the sling to the bone, then I put him down bad. The enemy be looking like he really mad. Cause I'm looking like Mayweather dodging that jab. Got a new body and I got class. Like a brand new shotty when I shot that flag. See the only people in me got class. And we got the kind of trust you can buy with cash. Come up on the road and you gon' get bashed. When you in the fast lane, better hit that gas. We about to pull up on you, we ain't about to crash. Try to run up on the king like Hulk, I smash. Get up on the mic and ice fast. Make a hitter spin around, got him looking like Taz. We the only people in me got class. They don't wanna hear it, that we gotta fast. You're trying to see the future, but you gotta pass. Trying to throw stones, but you're living in a house of glass. They try to play you like a song, but it ain't jazz. We the fishers of the man, we ain't fishing bass. Only one way in, you can't get a pass. Trying to see your face, but you hiding it behind a mask. Get you all the money, then get rid of cash. But they didn't never tell you that it never lasts. You go into the dirt underneath the grass. Now you pushing up the flowers when that shit is sad. They try to see if he alive, so they had to stab. He was coming right back, so I had to laugh. They tried to put him in the tomb, and they had to dash. Split it open like a wound, and he walked fast. We the only people in we got class. And we got the kind of trust you can buy with cash. Come up out the water, you gon' get bashed. When you in the fast lane, better hit that gas. We about to pull up on you, we ain't about to crash. Try to run up on the king like Hulk, I smash. Get up on the mic and ice fast. Make a hitter spin around, got him looking like Taz.
You are my soul.
Yeah, I am from beyond the darkness. I can't see, but with I am, I know your heart is polished. Got my mom on the back of my mind, she gon' go over regardless. I tell her I'll be sunshine. You don't gotta feel the darkness. In the spirit, man, I'm praying that just might be a target. I am gonna get you straight, man, we eating regardless. This is the longest thing. I'll take your kin if you a wolf, you can't get in. No pattern, no pen. I got all this joy in a life for sin. I am for the win. You can try to knock it, but you gon' repent. Came back for you. Right, I am coming through for you, put on the shoes. I thought you was hard. Why can't you put your life down for the crew? Now I'm emotionally scarred. Just here to help see my brothers go through. Hey, if you never know, yeah, I promise I'll forgive you. Hey, I'm gonna be
Chris in the building. Brother Chuck in the building. These Flockulators. So don't let your heart go cold. You know I am the greatest overall, guys.
Accept my flaws. Now you taking me out, y'all don't have no trust. You look like cartons. Just know at the end you gon' pay your cost. So it's like there's laws. In the name I am, will never fall. You see your eyes off the ball. I'm about to kiss a day, gonna show you how to ball. For my brothers this world, you I ain't stand up, nigga, we gon' soar. My side said you're, don't fight just like me, you don't live by the sword. You walking by sight, don't get caught up tripping at night. I am gonna survive. I can't change like you, man, I tried. Man, this feel like sky high. Present name I am, do or die.
Yeah, okay. I'm taking this knife, put it right to his pride. I'm about to cut now, I'm watching you die. Like a coop me and throwing it right. If you see the enemy, we about to slide it. You cannot see what you tried. You shouldn't be claiming that be my try. Ain't the truth, I wanna see you deny it. I'm keeping these goals on, I'm watching you lie. Coming this bitch like a lion. I cannot lose, you just watching me try. I'm in this bitch with design. And you love the way this shit others design. But how it made me fine. Give me the butter, I turn it to wine. You give me this deep, not rise. I'm turning the center right there on a dime. Joseph and Judah the tribes. You speaking the truth.
Cousin Hills in the building.
Peace
to y'all, my brothers.
He gave us the keys while you whining. When the darkness come in, I'm a blinded. Take it like he like the sun when he's shining.
We get started shortly as usual, little Flockulators. Got a couple more of y'all getting up in here. Like I said, this was an unexpected live stream. Well, like I said to the Flockulators in the Discord group, it's an unexpected live stream, but Abba decided he had something that he wanted to drop on us, so here I am. Start in a minute.
come out the book to be IBLE. No, I'm not a crook, I'm not Israeli. The niggas was shook when I started to breathe. These niggas start looking, but I wouldn't leave. Step right to the king and he gave me them keys. Back to the hood, coming back to the D. He opened my mouth and he told me to speak. His truth is gon' bring it right out to the knees. Niggas be hating, I'm chillin' though. I just go to the max, you minimal. I feed you the facts like minerals. From the back, I attack like a general. I'm running the field like a quarterback. Trying to put me in the box and I jump out like Jack. Cause there ain't no hate in my habitat. Only unto the Lord is gonna say on my hat. I come out the book to be IBLE. I'm not a crook, not an Israeli. I picked up the cup and he started to bleed. And you'll live forever if you will believe. He be my shepherd, so I'm about to cleave. He told me I'm separate, so I'm about to leave. Got me a left, so I can't be deceived. Back to the color like Ashley. Take it like hot and I butter the three. You my sergeant, we look like Marines. Seven them out, then we eat them like cream. I'm gonna turn them out back on my dreams. I'm gonna turn them out back on my team. That's your dream. Turn it back to the reality. Come from the nation and priest to the king. Come from the nation and priest to the king. Said I was faithful about a couple things. My garment was dirty, but now it be clean. He polished me up and now I got it clean. I ain't got no fear when I be on the scene. See me it clear that I am redeemed. I shed a tear when I be dreaming, cause they gon' cheer when I'm going up demons. See with the spirit that I'm cutting the demons. I feel like a seal when I speak about the king. These words come out of my heart and I sing them. I had the 10 on the gun, never seen them. And I'm just doing my part like I mean it. Hop in my mind and gon' fry like a genius. You rather sit and listen to the media. You know the world is burning cause of greediness. I come out the book to be IBLE. I'm not a Christian, not an Israeli. I picked up the cup and he started to bleed. And you'll live forever if you will believe. He be my shepherd, so I'm about to cleave. He told me I'm separate, so I'm about to leave. I be a life, so I can't be deceived. Back to the garden like Adam and Eve.
All right, little flockulators. The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 13. 1 Chronicles, chapter 13, little flockulators. I come out the book, the BIBLE. I'm not a crook, I'm not Israeli. I'm not a crook, I'm not Israeli. Them niggas was shook when I started to leave, when I started to breathe. Y'all hear me? Them niggas was shook when I started to breathe. Sister Nika in the building. Peace, peace to you. All right, little flock. 1 Chronicles, chapter 13. Brother Chris was dropping a tidbit of wisdom on the little flockulators on the secret tip. He had a nugget in his pocket that we didn't know about. And he was sharing it with me a couple minutes, actually, before I got on live, little flock. He was sharing it with me. And it's from the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 13. And he was sharing with me about the names in the Bible, like we always do here at the School of Marvelous Light, how the names in the Bible illuminate what's actually happening there much, much more than you thought. You might have been reading the Bible and you read like, you know, Hezekiah did this, and then he was talking to Zedekiah when he did it. And then Zedekiah went over and was talking to Joel, and he said this to Joel, and they were in the city of this when they were saying that. And you just be thinking like, God just talking a whole lot, huh? Talking about the names and the city and the location and what was there. I mean, why is it so important that we know this? Because he's actually helping you to understand what's happening even further by telling you the locations and the names and everything else that he tells you, because he doesn't do anything vain. You see that, little flock? And that's a great point of information that we all must receive into our hearts. That the Father, when he does something, he does not do it in vain. It has a purpose and a reason. He does not waste anything. So therefore, when he does something, it has a reason. And if he's done something in your life, then he damn sure going to finish it, just like he said he would do. He would finish the work that he began in each and every one of us. And the work was our awakening, because we were dead in our sins. And there's no other work to do but to be fishers of men, or to be a harvest laborer. You hear me, little flock? Same type of work. But unfortunately, the laborers are few. Do you hear me? So there's not many that do the work necessary to bring a man out of his darkness, out of his ignorance, into the marvelous light that Abba has planned for each and every one of his children that he loves so dearly. You see that? Brother Vaughn in the building. Peace, peace to you, flockulator. All right, 1 Chronicles chapter 13. we're going to start reading. And like I said, Brother Chris, he'll be able to help us with this. Certain names that are here, definitions of them, and how it applies to this message that we're going to be partaking of today, little flock. All right. So we'll start at verse 1. And David consulted with the captains of thousands and hundreds and with every leader. So you guys understand that word thousands now, right, little flock? Those are men of understanding. Those are men that can relate to what you have taught. You see that? Thousand means to teach, to learn. This was another mystery that Abba revealed to us, letting us once again know that we're the flockulators, which obviously lets us know that Abba loves us, you see? Or else we wouldn't know the secrets that he has, because he's the one that reveals these things, and he chooses who he will reveal it to, and everybody else will just be blinded and will not see it, just like each and every one of us, little flock. At one time or another in the past, were blinded and could not see these truths that we are now able to see. Well, the only reason we're not able to see it is we've been converted. We've been rejuvenated. We've been reborn. We've been born again of the Spirit. You see me, little flock? You see that? That makes us privy to the mysteries of the Most High, which is what we're going to be doing here today. All right, so captains of thousands, David consulted with them. Y'all see that, little flock? Men of understanding, men that can relate to you, men that are at stature with you when it comes to understanding something, just like we are when it comes to the name of I Am. Each and every one of us that's gathered here today right now understands, knows that name, and understands the power of that name now. And we have that in common. In other words, we have that as unity. See that? And that makes us captain of thousands under the beloved, which is David, means beloved. You see why the names mean so much? So the captains of 1,000 would be those men that understand this truth. You see it, little flock? And with every leader, verse 2, and the beloved said unto all the congregation of Israel, if it seem good unto you, listen at that right there, little flock, before we move forward. If it seem good to you. Do you hear that, little flock? Who is he talking to? He's talking to the congregation of Israel. And he says to the congregation of Israel, if it seems good to you guys, and that it be of I Am our power, let us send abroad our brothers everywhere that are left in all the land of Israel, and with them also the priests and the Levites, which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. So you see that, little flock? He's like, gather them together and bring them all together to where we at. And let us bring again the ark of our power to us, for we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. Y'all see that, little flock? So an enemy of Israel had taken the ark, and they took it, and the Israelites didn't even inquire about it anymore. They said, well, I guess that thing is gone. You see that, little flock? I guess that means that that ark didn't depart from us. You see it? So he says, well, let's go get it back. But remember, he started this by saying, if it seems good to you guys. You see that, little flock? Now, this is the beloved. This is the king. This is the leader of all the men. You see that? And he's telling his men, if it seemed good to y'all. Now, this is a trait of a leader. Little flock, I need you guys to understand this. You see? That's why I'm going to slow down real quick so that you guys can understand this. Because he has made us a nation of kings and priests. And what that entails is that there will be a change in how you deal, how you walk, how you talk, how you feel. Once you are no longer a slave to sin and are transformed now into that king, you have to think different now. You hear me, little flock? You can't be thinking the same way you used to think. And the way you used to think before you were the king was that you needed to please men. In one way or another, you did it. And by men, I mean men or women. It doesn't matter. You became a people pleaser or a men pleaser. Now, what does the Bible say about men pleasers or people pleasers? What does the scripture say about a man pleaser? Is a man pleaser pleasing to Abba? I ask you guys. Y'all know that's right. No, it ain't good to be a men pleaser. So if you had any remnants of that in you, hear me good, little flock, each and every one of you, if you have any remnants of that in you, Abba will surely purge it out thoroughly. He will purge his floor. His floor is your heart. And if you're a men pleaser, your heart will become defiled. Y'all see that there, little flock? Your heart will become defiled. Well, if Abba willing, we'll get into that more as we get to the scriptures, and you guys will see that. As soon as you start thinking about what men want, you ain't a good leader anymore. Because the leader should only be concerned with what is good in the eyes of Abba. Correct, little flock? Sometimes what's good in the eyes of Abba don't seem good to the men that you are leading. They will murmur against you. They will complain. They will say you're a fool. They will say you're drunken. They will say you don't know anything. They will say you brought them somewhere to die. They will say all manner of evil against you for my name's sake. Who said that? But fear that not their faces. Fear them not. See how he's telling you how to actually deal with men? When you're a men pleaser, it's because you're afraid of men. Now I ask you, flockulators, y'all afraid of men today? Y'all scared of men? Why? Because he can kill the body? Well, we got scripts for that. See, we got prescriptions for every ailment that you're going through, little flockulators. And if you have fear of men, we got a prescription for that. Fear not he who can kill the body. That's the only reason you would be fearing him, ain't it? Because he can kill some shit. Well, don't fear him for that reason. So that solved that issue because we was told not to. Part of being a men pleaser is fearing men. And if you fear men, you're going to do like Aaron did. Can y'all follow what I'm saying here, little flock? Can you follow what I'm saying? Aaron listened to the people and did what the people said was good. Do you understand? He's part of the leadership, is he not? So when the leadership starts thinking about what people think are good, then he starts to fall. He starts to stumble. He starts to come up short and become an idolatry with a golden calf standing next to his ass. Correct, little flock? Or is the grandson just talking? I know, Brother Carlton. I know you need it. All the flockulators need it. That's why I'm giving it to you. You see that? I'm not going to give you nothing you don't need because I don't waste. I don't waste my time. I don't waste my love. I don't waste my being. I don't waste anything I am because everything that I am is extremely valuable. And if y'all can't see it, well, then shame on you. That's my attitude toward the world. What is your attitude? Oh, well, they don't respect me, so I guess I don't deserve respect. They don't love me, so I guess that means I'm not loved. Well, the one that actually does love you actually told you to not marvel if they don't love your ass. Don't marvel, actually, when they hate you. So then why are you so marveling and so surprised that men don't like you? I embrace it because that lets me know that I'm standing on the right side when men don't like me because men don't know how to judge right. And if the world is judging wrong, then if they liked me, then what does that mean about me? See that there, little flocculator? So somebody got to go against the grain. Somebody got to go against the current and swim against it. Well, strong salmon know how to swim upstream. Y'all hear me? That little flock. We know how to swim upstream. Strong salmon do. But a weak one, that nigga just go with the current. Oh, well, I guess it's just going to take me wherever it wants me to go. Y'all hear that, little flock? I am don't go like that. So neither should you. In other words, what I'm saying is when the current of life comes to your life to sweep you into an emotional wreck, do you stand strong? Do you actually swim against that shit? Like, bitch, you can't stop me. You can't stop me from getting to my destination. Do y'all hear what I'm saying to you? I've been telling y'all about Joshua, and I've been telling y'all about coming into the promised land. What kind of attitude you think we supposed to have? Not this one? That's in me? Well, I would implore you all to gain this zeal, to gain this type of attitude towards what you're facing today, which is all the old things that you were holding on to, all the old mentalities that you had, all the old feelings that you had that are keeping you in a state of low vibration. Do you understand what I'm saying? Keep you in a state that's a lie of I am. Hope y'all can follow what the grandson is saying today. All right. So let's see what happens with this plan. Like the grandson said, you start thinking about what people want. Now, like I said, like before I get into this, now when you stop thinking about what people want and only what Abba want, some people that you care about may not like you for that. Now, when they don't like you for that, how does that make you feel? Now, before I get into this message, I love my brother, so I'm going to ask y'all, how does it make you feel when somebody treats you in that way? If somebody was to call you crazy for believing in the Father, if somebody was to call you nuts or a fool, how would that affect you? That's my question. Thank you for sharing that, Brother Chuck. Thank you for being humble enough to say these words that you've said, because it's true for all the brothers, whether we will all admit it or not. We're all one. So there's no need. This is why I be saying there's no need for anybody to act like this is in affecting them, what I'm describing today. Because if you're one with me, then it damn sure is. Now, if you're one with me, then you know who you're one with. If you're not one with me, then you're somebody outside of that one body that I'm describing, outside of that one mind that I'm describing. But if you are of this mind, then these are the things that you will face. These are the struggles that you will go through in particular. You hear what I'm saying? So Brother Chuck said, I was feeling that feeling the other day. Y'all hear me, little flock? See? So if you were feeling that feeling the other day, then that means just the other day you were attacked by an enemy. So do you hear what I'm saying to y'all, little flock, today? And why it's so important? Like the brother was saying, I needed this. Yeah. Now y'all see why? Now y'all see why? Brother said, and I didn't want to feel prideful, but I've been feeling bold and confident, and I am. That's right. It's a fine line, isn't it? It's a thin line. It is a thin line between confidence and pride, isn't it? Between confidence and arrogance is a very thin line. But we walk that line. You see that? Because we're the man in the middle that's fit to do such a thing. Now, when you walk confidently, aren't there going to be some people who think you're in your pride? I'll give you guys an example of what I mean. I was in a relationship with a girl that was totally disrespectful to me. Would talk disrespectfully, act disrespectfully. She wouldn't do it all the time, of course, but when she felt that feeling, boy, she would get down, dig the knife on in deep with the disrespect. So for a time, I tolerated it for the sake of the relationship and hoping that things would get better and we would work it out, like every other man does. But after I saw that wasn't no change going to happen, this girl was just set on her ways and she was only increasing in the disrespect and everything. Then I didn't get nasty or mean or anything, little flock. I need y'all to hear this nice and good so that y'all can understand the power that you need to step into. I didn't get nasty or mean or anything towards this girl. I just started to be different toward her. And by different, I mean things like this. When she would seek to argue with me, I would say, you believe in God, right? And she would say, yes. And I would say, do you think that he's pleased with the way that you're acting right now? See, I didn't say stuff like that before. I would say, girl, damn, why you did? Why? I said why until I was blue in the face with this girl. But I stopped saying why. I don't need to know why. All I need for you to know is that I'm not tolerating this anymore. And how I'm not going to tolerate it is by holding you to account. You believe in God, you say. So then, are you willing to forgive me for this thing that you're fighting with me about? Are you willing to forgive me? Well, yeah, I have to be. All right, then. No need in talking about it no more. And when I started to be like that, this girl went and told my mother. See, little flop? This is what I need y'all to understand. I'm going to slow it down so y'all can hear these names I'm telling you guys. My mother, a person I was in a relationship with, supposedly people that I'm close to. And look at how I have to deal with them. You have to teach them that they must respect you. You have to teach them this. You can't go in there hoping that they will, because they won't. Marvel not. So I'm not Captain America. I ain't Spider-Man. I'm not even Black Panther or none of that shit. But I am the Enigma Man on your ass. I'm the Enigma Man. Y'all understand what I'm saying by saying that? I'm an enigma. I'm a mystery to you niggas. You don't know what you're going to get. Yet I'm the same. Figure that out. Riddle me that if you can. Yeah, but you can't, because you don't know my father. Y'all hear me today? Y'all hear me today? So he said, marvel not if they hate you. So then I don't. Nigga get to hating me, I don't act surprised. I be like, look at him. Doing exactly what my father said this nigga would do. He's hating me because he's envious of me, because I am what he desires to be. And that's the only reason a nigga gets all mad and angry and want to kill you. See, I'm the grandson. It's simple for me. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying it's simple for me? Because I'm the grandson. Did you read about Abel? And do you read about how he was just minding his own damn business, doing the right thing? But he got killed, didn't he? And who killed him? His brother. And why did his brother kill him? Because his brother was envious, because his works were not righteous like his brothers were. Isn't that what we read? See what I'm trying to say to you? See what I'm trying to say to you? Most people that say they love you are jealous of you. Do you see what I'm saying here? Most of the people that say they love you are jealous of you, and they're covetous of the things about you. And because they're not those things, they perceive that they're not, then they secretly, not actually secretly, little flock, because Abba sees in secret, but they secretly harbor hatred towards you. That's why the Bible says things like this, just to confirm what I'm telling you is true. His words were smooth like honey and smooth like butter. But what was in that man's heart? Even though he was speaking buttery, what was in his heart, little flock? What does it say? That's right, Brother Christopher. They don't respect themselves. That's actually the problem. It's always a beam in the eye. That's the problem. You see it? They're blind and can't see what they are. And so since they can't see what they are, they can only see with these two eyes I told you guys you don't need to be seeing with, but men don't seem to care that I'm telling them that. They keep doing it anyway. They look out with these eyes and they can only judge with that. And they see somebody that they perceive fulfills that desire that they would wish to be. And they see this person that they think is it, and then they deny the fact that it's all in them. They can't see it because they have a beam blocking it. They're only looking out. See that? So if they don't respect themselves, they don't love themselves. They don't love themselves, they don't love you. They just say they do. You hear what I'm saying to you, little flock? So like I said, he's made us a nation of kings. And part of being a king is making a decision that may offend every single person in your kingdom. But you stand on your 10 and you make it anyway. Are y'all able to do that? Are you able to drink that cup to be a king? Y'all understand what I'm asking you today? Because it's time to drink it. It's time to put childish things away. It's time to put the old things that we learned when we were children, the scars that we got, the chinks and the breaches. Y'all hear that? The breaches that we received in our heart as we grew, because we received them. That's why I'm having this message today, little flock. There's no need for a man to sit up here in his pride and boast, act like he don't have the breaches. Yes, he does. And this is what causes you to react. Listen good, little flock. The breaches is what causes you to react. In other words, if you're behind a wall and the wall has no breaches in it, then when a flood comes to that wall, you're not worried. You're not reacting. You're just chilling. And when the water hits the wall, splash. It just splashes and it just splashes on back. It doesn't actually break through. So you don't actually react. There's nothing to react to. But if you have breaches and cracks and shit all up in your wall, when that water and that flood hits your wall, then you're going to react because you're going to see a hole there and you're going to try to plug it. You're going to see a hole there. You're going to try to plug it. And you're going to see a hole there and you're going to try to plug it, 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 plug it. And you can plug it all in the hell that you want. It's going to shatter in an instant. The breaking forth shall come forth in an instant. I'm quoting a scripture when I say that. It's going to break forth and expose you for what you are. Do you see it, little flock? So now, who you are, you men of the flockulators, who you are is in harmony with the Father. So then when you accept a thought that is not in harmony with the truth of what the Father is, then who you blaspheming today? You? You? Who you lying on today? You? In other words, whose name you taking in vain? See how that goes? Don't take my name in vain. Well, we must know your name in order to know whether we're doing that, don't we? But most people don't even know the name. You see it? Brother Chris said it. They don't know I am. See that there, little flock? They don't know. There's a veil covering their eyes. I've made many messages about it. Men have a veil. This is why most people, even people who study the scriptures, don't know the Father's name as I am. They still don't know it. Jesus is the name that we all should come under because it is the name above all names. Name means authority or position or image. That's what name means, y'all. Don't just mean some letters that's written in a sound that come with it, letters. That's not what a name is. Name means in like fashion too, or he made man in his own image. They who are called after my name, I made them in my own image. It's the same thing. Like when you have an image bearer of your own called your son, when you have him, doesn't he have your name? Skeedily dadgum D. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? So it's come synonymous. He gets your image and name. He don't just get one or the other. I know in today's world, they like to distort it. But newsflash, this isn't the world God loves. And most people, when they hear that, they go, wait a minute, grandson. This isn't the world God loves. Well, John 3:16. Yeah, and then I'm going to say Isaiah 45:17. Hebrews 1 and 2. How about them scriptures as well? Instead of John 3:16 only, what about them other ones I just mentioned? Uh-oh, well, I see what you're saying, grandson. Yeah, you see what I'm saying. So God don't love that world that you were. That's why he didn't dwell there. He don't love that world that you were when you were scared of men. When you couldn't make a decision. You were so indecisive. You couldn't even choose what kind of cheese you wanted on your damn burger. Every time somebody asks your ass a question, I think I don't really know. Let me have a minute. Let me think for a second. Let me gather my thoughts, and then maybe let me try to get together up here in my mind and try to decide and what? Let your yay be yay, your nay be nay. That don't just mean yes or no. What it means is be decisive. Be decisive and final. These are all things that we as the flockulators are learning to become because we were not. I don't give a damn what y'all say. You weren't. You see what I'm saying, little flock? And when men hear that, all they want to do is fight. Men of the world, when you tell them they're not, they just want to fight. Don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm scared. Don't tell me I've been a coward. Don't tell me that. Well, what if it's true? Don't tell me that. So then you're the tough guy. Let me get this straight here. You're the tough guy, but you can't even be told the truth or else you're ready to kill somebody. But you're brave, but you can't even be told the truth. Wow. Back to these scripts here, little flock, okay? 1 Chronicles 13, verse 3. And let us bring again the ark of our power to us, for we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. Y'all hear that? And all the congregation said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. Do you hear me, little flock? See what I'm saying this for? The people said it was right. Yeah, that sounds like a good ass idea. Let's do that. Do y'all hear me? When you're a leader, you can't listen to fools talk shit like that. Oh, that sounds like a good idea, grandson. Let's run over there and do that. I'll be like, if Abba wills it. we will do this or that. But if Abba don't will it, we ain't doing a damn thing. Oh, grandson, all you ever want to do is just sit there quietly in the silence. Why do you always want to do that? So that I can be quick to hear, nigga. My question to you is, why are you so quick to speak? Yeah, I know, because you don't do what your father says. That's all. Brother Carlton said, honestly, yeah, I used to think that was being prideful by people, but now I know what righteous judgment is. Mm-hmm. That's right, brother. All right, so let's continue, little flock. Okay, so the people thought it was all good, right? Let's go back and get the ark. Sound like a good ass idea. Let's go do it, right? Let's see what happens. So David, the beloved, see that there? So the beloved gathered all Israel together from Shihor of Egypt, even unto the entering of Hamath, to bring the ark of power from Kirjath Jearim. Y'all hear that? And David went up, the beloved went up, and all Israel to Baalah, that is to Kirith Jearim, which belonged to Judah, to Judah, to bring up thence the ark of power of I am, that dwelleth between the cherubims, whose name is called on it. Y'all hear that there, little flock? Whose name is called on it. Didn't I tell you that, little flockulators? About his name. And this ark. Now I'll ask you, flockulators, what is this ark? We know the carnal mind thinks it's a box. And they think it's a box with some gold wings and an angel, seraphim and everything on top, with its wings made out of gold touching, and they think that it's has rings that has rods that go through, that men carry it, Levites carry it. They think that's the ark. Y'all see that? That's right, Brother Chuck. I am the ark. Don't you know it? I am. You see it? That's it. Didn't he say it got his name on it? So who has his name on them? I'll ask you guys that to prove we the flockulators. Who is written about in the Bible that has his name upon them? Who are these people? That's right, Vaughn. I am. That's right. Abba said they got my name upon them. Who do? Ask y'all that. While y'all flocculating, let me keep on reading. All right. And they carried the ark of power in a new cart out of the house of Abinadab. Do y'all hear that there, little flock? That's right, Brother Chuck. That's right, Carlton. That's right, Vaughn. Y'all see that there, little flockulators? His chosen, the elect, the 144. They are one. They are his body that he dwells in. Don't you see it? And the head of that body is the beloved. Isn't it clear to see? So now, the members of that body are those who have the seal of the living God in their forehead. Those are the ark. You see what I'm saying here, little flock? Okay? So, now how did Abba say the ark was supposed to be carried? By the Levites, like I told you, right? Well, they put it on a cart, didn't they? Well, let's keep reading. They put it, well, before I keep reading, did it say they put it on a cart? Yes. My question is, why do you think they put it on a cart, little flock, before we continue? Why do you think the beloved and the Israelites put the ark upon a cart and carried it out? Why do you think they did that? Remember what this message is about. It's about men's minds thinking they right when they don't know shit. So throw that shit in the garbage. Abba's mind is what knows everything. So you might as well accept his and not men. Like he said, let every man be a liar, but let God be true. See how that's simple, is easy as hell, as far as I'm concerned. So why did they put the ark on a cart, on a new cart, guys? Why do you think so? Why would you? Shit, that makes it simple and easy. Why would you put the ark on a cart? They put that ark on a cart. They didn't know the ark was their heart. They put that ark on a cart because they didn't know the ark was their heart. So they put that ark on a cart. Why did they put that ark on that cart? That's right, Brother Chris. To not have to carry it. So then, in other words, it would be easier. Is that what you're saying, Brother Chris, there? It would be easier. Is that what you guys are saying, Brother Vaughn, Brother Chris? It would be easier to move the ark by carrying it on a cart. Is that what you guys saying? Right, Brother Vaughn. Convenience. Come on now. Now, convenience comes from which mind? It's the only question I got to ask. When you're looking at something and the Father says, do it like this, but then you have another mind that says, well, it would be easier, I think, if I did it like this. Where did that convenient thought come from? Brother Chris says, because carrying your heart means facing everything inside of it, and people don't want to do that. You're right about that. Men do not want to see the contents on the inside of the ark. They don't want to look at it. They can't steadfastly look at it. You see that? That's right, Vaughn. Carnal. The carnal mind steps in and offers you an alternative to the ways of I am. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And so the alternative it offers you is by the work of your own hands. We've always talked about this since the beginning. That's the only way the carnal mind offers you an alternative to God's ways. God's ways don't require you to use your hands to do anything. Told you what the ark is. They put the ark on a cart because they didn't know the ark was their heart. See? See that there? You see it? So what happened then, little flock? And Uzzah and Ahio drove it, steered it and everything, made sure that it was going the right direction. You see? Now, Brother Chris, this name Uzzah and Ahio, what are the meanings of these names that we were discussing earlier? So this will give you guys an idea. Remember, I asked you guys about why did they put it on the cart? You said because convenience. Shit, it'd be easier to do that. I think it'd be easier if we just put it on a cart and we could just take it on in like that. You have to carry that heavy ass thing. It's made out of gold and everything. Got tables of stone in the inside of it. It's heavy. Shit. Instead of carrying it, that damn thing. But God said to carry it. Does your heart get heavy sometime? Come on, little flock, and flockulate. Does your heart get heavy to bear at times? Come on. Come on. Has your heart ever been heavy? Shit. Ask you guys that question. Have y'all ever had a heavy heart? Brother Vaughn says, yep, grandson has many a time, many days. As the scripture says, sorrow hath filled my heart, and I have continual sorrow. Yep, I know it. I'm acquainted with grief, very much so. And if you're part of my body, then so are you. And that's why y'all are answering in this way. So your heart has been heavy at times, and you didn't want to carry that mug, did you? Did you? You didn't want to carry it, did you? You wish you could just lay it down somewhere and let it rest for a while and had a vacation from that mug for a while, but you had to carry it anyway. And then you sought to put it on a cart at times in your life. What is the grandson saying to you? Flockulate. You sought to take that heavy heart of yours and set it on a cart at times in life. What am I saying? See this, Brother Chuck? No, I was just on the mountaintop the last few days with the Most High like I always am. I'm just sitting there quietly, just staring off into the distance like I always am when I'm just being a plain man. And as I'm doing this, I'm just waiting. And then when Abba summons me,
This is what he has me to talk about. And I knew why he had me talk about it when he told me to do it. I knew why. Because of my brothers and because of what they need to overcome. You see it, little flock? You see it? Come on, Brother Carlton, with it. Come on, Brother Vaughn, with it. Come on with it, my brothers. Do you see it? Do you see yourself clearly now? The hell with this world trying to tell you about you. View yourself in the eyes of how the Father views you, as his son, as his innocent son, as his beloved son, as the apple of his eye, because that's what he said. And if y'all have that seal, then I will love you, and you're the firstborn of a whole brand new creation. You see it? So, of course, to take the easy way out, you see it? To not bear this mistreatment, to ease the carrying. Hear me, little flock, to ease it. Now, who's offering you that alternative? Do you remember Yahushua on the cross? Do you remember him on the cross? And he said, I thirst. Hear me, little flock. And he said, I thirst. Right? I thirst. And when he thirsted, what did they offer him? When he said, I thirsted, what did they offer him? Hear me good, brothers. Hear me good. I thirst. What did they give him? Come on, Brother Chris. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. So then, in other words, what I'm asking you guys is, did they offer him any relief when he asked for it? Did they offer him relief? Come on, Brother Carlton. Come with it. When he asked for relief, they offered him something what? Bitter. You see it? So why am I telling you that? Why am I taking your eyes and focusing upon that moment of Yahushua's life when he said he was thirsty on that cross and what he was given in exchange for that request of his? What am I telling you about your life, little flock? That in your life, what will happen? Come on, Brother Carlton. Come on with it. Like I said, flocculate on them. They don't know nothing about this new wine we over here sipping on. But we know all about it. That's all that they can offer. Brother Chris says, when we ask for help, when our heart is heavy, the world will only make it work. Come on. I held it together. I held it together. But you understand why I wanted to exclaim. Because a man must understand that in his life. That when his heart is broken in a million pieces, he can barely carry it and go another step. When he seeks of the world some type of reprieve, some type of support, some type of understanding, some type of relief. Instead, you strong men of the Most High, instead, you will be offered vinegar and gall, bitter drink. Y'all hear me, little flock? That's right, Brother Vaughn. To overcome what exactly? Well, what did Yahushua say? Overcome the world. So once you know that you will not receive it from the world, then what must you do, my brother? Because you're not going to get it and you want it. We all did. We all wanted somebody to say, I understand, man. I see it. I acknowledge what you're going through. I see you and you matter. We all wanted it, but you won't receive it. You will get vinegar instead. You will get kicked when you're down. You get knocked down, they will stump you. They will not help you up because you are not of the world. You have enmity with them. Why would they help you? Why would they support you? Why would they comfort you? When they gave your master vinegar to drink, when he called out and said he was thirsty. So when you want something for your thirst, what will they give you? I now embrace my cup to drink, Brother Chuck says, because I now know that Abba loves and cares for me. It's a feeling that I personally longed for all my life. And now that I know that I am loved, I no longer look outside. And that is overcoming in a nutshell. You see me, little flockulators? Now, Brother Chuck, you knowing that should make it very clear what a man like me spends his time doing here in the world. Isn't it clear now? It should be. The love of the Father, how it works, how humble his love is, how hidden he truly is because of his humility, that he don't blow a trumpet when he's doing the things that he's doing, but he does them in secret. He touches a man's heart where he needs to be touched. All of this outside shit you try to give a man that's going to change his life, that's going to heal him, it's not going to do it. He needs to know he's precious. Every man needs to know that he's valuable and needs to know that he's loved, because he spends all his time being told that he has to be the source of that for everybody else around him, for his wife, for his children. He must love them. That's giving, pouring into. And he does it. He does it happily and he does it willingly. But every now and again, he needs to be poured into. I'm thirsty. To me, I'm thirsty. But what does he get when he asks for it? Nothing. Nothing. And that reality makes the next moves that the man make difficult. What am I saying? It makes it difficult to him to remain a servant and to remain a giver when he's never being returned what he's giving, when he's never being filled up what he's pouring out of himself. You see, it makes it difficult to continue to do that, knowing that you will not be poured into, because your spring is not from the outside. As Brother Chuck said, the spring comes from within. And the beloved one does something that most men just don't understand. The beloved set apart one encourages himself in I am. When nothing else will encourage him, when no one else will encourage him, when my mother or my father forsake me, then I am shall take me up. And that's when a man knows that he's loved. And that source of love doesn't come from the outside. Now he's powerful. Now he's a sure foundation. Now he's a solid rock. You see what I'm saying to you, little flock? Now he's standing on a sure foundation that doesn't shift, that doesn't change, that doesn't go to the right hand or to the left hand now, because he knows that he's loved. And that knowledge keeps him in the dark of circumstances. And that's why the beloved one is the one that says, if I go through the valley of the shadow of death, I don't fear any evil, for I am is with me. And I am comforts me. And if I am comforts me, then I'm wrong if I look to a human being to be my comfort. Even if they tell me they will be, I'm wrong if I allow it to be. You see what I mean, little flock? That's right, Brother Chuck. It's an indescribable feeling. That's the truth. That's the truth. And when we experience that indescribable feeling, now we can truly love. Now we can be a husband and a father now. We may have thought we were all along, but we had breaches. We had breaches, and the water would leak through. You see it? But I am the repairer of the breach. You see that? So now, back to what we were reading here. Uzzah. Another place I believe it says his name Uzziah. Same name. Uzzah means, what did you say, Brother Chris? So I think it's back here in the chat. Let me scroll back a little bit. strength. Ahio, brotherly. Okay? So these are the two men that are mentioned. Y'all see that little flock? This was the jewels that Brother Chris had in his pockets. He had some diamonds in there. He wanted to share it with the little flock of letters, you see. Uzzah, strength. Ahio, thank you, brother, for repeating that. Brotherly. Do you see why I mentioned Aaron? Do you see why I mentioned him? Because what's written about Aaron? Brotherly love is mentioned when Aaron is mentioned. Hope you guys can understand what I'm saying here. Brotherly love, how beautiful it is to see brothers in unity. I'm quoting a scripture. It is like the anointing oil that was poured upon the head of Aaron. See why I'm saying that? Poured upon the head of Aaron. What was in the ark? What items are in there? Do you guys know? We getting into some deep things, little flock. We just following the spirit. Where the spirit goes, that's where we're going to follow. What's inside of the ark? I told you the 10 Commandments was in there on the stone. What else is in there? The tablets of stone. That's one item. That's one of the items that's in there. What else is in there? Yep, the 2 tablets. That's right. What else in there? Brother Cut in the building. Peace, peace, my brother. Peace, peace. Now that love that you mentioned, Brother Cut, sliding into home base like the flockulators like to do when they come into the building. That love is represented by what? Brother Chris just said it. The rod. Whose rod? Watch how it connect like Legos. Not just anybody's rod. Whose rod is in there? Watch. That's right, Brother Chris. Aaron's rod. Specifically, the grandson mentioned when he was talking about that golden calf. Because brotherly love can look distorted. God doesn't want that. Now, I need to tell you guys the distortion so that you can see it. You specifically as the flockulators, because this is a defect that the flockulators have had when it comes to brotherly love. What is the defect, little flock? Aaron showed you what it was. I'll let you guys tell me. Now that rod, another question I'll ask you guys. That rod, what was unique about it? Aaron's rod, what was unique about it? And watch when you see this, how it all just connects like Legos, guys. That's right, Brother Chris. You see? Wanting to please others. Not just that, though. This is what I need to scrub with the Windex to make it so crystal clearly, like the grandson do. I got to spray it with the Windex to make it crystal clearly. You see? That's right, Brother Cut. His rod sprouted. That's the unique thing about it. It sprouted. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, little flockulators? So now, let me make sure we're in the right place here together, all in the plane, like I like to say. So do y'all all follow about Aaron? He made a calf. Now, he made a calf. Why? Because he was being a people pleaser, believing that he was doing what? That's the key. He was believing in his heart that he was actually doing what? That's what y'all need to know. That's right, Brother Chris, the right thing to do. He believed that he did the right thing. In other words, he believed that what was he doing by listening to the people? He believed that he was actually doing what? Specifically, not just the right thing. It's not about that. It's about harmony between who? That's right, Brother Vaughn. You hit it right on the head. Thank you for whacking that mole. Pow! He thought he was loving them. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Why am I asking you, do you hear it? Because that's the defect that the little flockulators have had in their life. Doing things, thinking, believing that they're being loving and doing so. Not speaking when they should have spoke. Speaking when they should have remained quiet. Not stepping in the way when they should have. Stepping out of the way when they should have stepped in the way. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And they did all of these things thinking that they were actually loving their brother, but in actuality, they were not. Like Aaron did, because Aaron represents brotherly love, like it said in the Bible. Do you see it? That's why it said him. All right, little flock. So I said all that to bring you guys to where we're at now with David, the beloved, and the men. David, I started this by saying, do you guys think it seems good? Do you hear that part about what David said? Do y'all think it's a good idea to go get the ark? And they said, yeah, we think it seemed good in our eyes. Did y'all hear that, flockulators, or did y'all not hear it? So then it's that same thing. David think he's doing something that's good for the people. And that's brotherly love. That's what he's doing. He believed that it is. That's why he's doing it. Do you hear it, little flock? So then we see a great deceiver. And that deceiver is, oh, you're doing it to love your brother, aren't you? Yeah, you're being your brother's keeper by doing that. You're actually loving him by doing what he wanted you to do. See? Now this lesson is like the teenager who goes to school, who has friends that say, hey, let's go do this wrong thing. And he goes, no, I don't want to go. And his friends peer pressure him. And he feels that his friends won't love him. They won't accept him anymore. They won't be his friends anymore if he doesn't give in and do it, right? Y'all all know this, have all probably experienced it. Called peer pressure, right? And so you give in and you say, all right, I'll go. That part right there is the defect. Can y'all hear me today? And your friend goes, yeah, he's coming, guys. And they're all like, yeah. And when they do that, how do you feel? See, you feel like you're loved. It's a deception. It's just a deception. Hell yeah. Nigga was folding like a lawn chair. Uh-oh. The nigga looking weak. You're folding under the pressure. See, under the pressure. Did Aaron fold under the pressure? Aaron, make us a god. We don't know what happened to that Moses guy. We don't even know where he's at anymore. I don't even think he's alive. So then, Aaron, make us a god. The pressure. And he folded. Can y'all hear me today, or can you hear me today? Hope you can hear me today. That's right, Brother Chris. Beware when men praise you. That's right. Be skeptical as hell when a nigga come over you talking all sweet and everything. I asked you guys this question earlier. I'll ask it again. His words were like butter and smooth and sweet like honey. But there was what in his heart? What was in his heart? Ask you guys that again. I'm going to keep on reading. So now Uzzah and Ahio drove the cart. So what do that mean? Strength, right, little flockulators? Brotherly strength. You see it? All right. And the beloved and all Israel played before power with all their might, and with singing, and with harps, and with psalteries, and with timbrels, and cymbals, and with trumpets. And when they came unto the threshing floor of Chidon, look at here, little flock, Uzzah put forth his hand to hold the ark. Uzzah is strength. So strength put forth his hand to grab the ark. Do you hear what I'm trying to say to you guys here today? By the work of your own hands, by your own strength, you're seeking to do something. You don't do anything by your own power. Didn't that what the king said? I of myself can do nothing. So when the hell are you niggas talking about what we gonna do? We gonna do this, grandson. We ain't gonna do shit, but what I would say we gonna do. I don't like you, grandson, because what about all the stuff that we want to do? Well, the stuff that you want to do is fucked up and wicked. Why would I let you do that? How am I loving you if I let you do some dumb shit? I mean, it's not loving us if you do that, grandson. See, it just looks like I love you if I let you do it. Just like with your own kids. If you let them do anything they want, they may feel for a minute like you do love them. But then when the judgment for the wrong decision comes and they get whacked on their head, then they're going to come home and say, why didn't you warn me of that could have happened to me? Why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you prevent me? See that there? If you love me, why you didn't warn me? Well, because I wanted you to be happy, son. I wanted you to know that I loved you. That's why I let you do whatever you want, so that you'll think I love you, won't ya? Not by power nor not by might. Abba put the spirit on your boy one night. Wrestled with the angel, couldn't avoid that fight. Gave your boy a new name when he came into the light. I was looking at Messiah like, tell me what it's like. He gave me the cup and I drank it like Sprite. I used to be black, now I'm Issada a light. Rising up in the sky, looking flyer than a kite. Reading Revelation with the fire in my eyes. Can you hear me today? Not by power nor not by might. Abba put the spirit on your boy one night. I wrestled with the angel, couldn't avoid that fight. He gave your boy a new name when he came into the light. Not by power nor not by might. That's right. By your own strength, you're trying to bring I am into your city. In other words, you're trying to force the spirit of God inside of you by your righteous actions. Isn't that the lesson here, little flock? Isn't that always been the lesson here at the School of Marvelous Light? Hasn't it been? See how this is connecting like Legos? And like I said, this is what Brother Chris had in his pocket, little flock. You see that? And it connecting like Legos. Men are trying to win over the love of others as well. See, that's also what we're talking about. Trying to win over the love of others by strength, by what you do, by what your actions are. Nope. I am loved. So I don't need to win any damn thing. If I'm the champion, why do I need to say, I really wish I could win the championship belt one day? Why would I say that if I am the champion? I won't say anything else, but I am the champion, correct? Abba put the spirit on your boy one night, gave your boy a new name when he came into the light. I was looking at Messiah like, tell me what it's like. He gave me the cup and I drank it like Sprite. I used to be black, now I'm Issada a light. Can't understand what the grandson be saying. The world don't know. They don't know what I mean, but I'm telling you exactly how the process occurs. Not by power, nor not by might. Abba put the spirit on your boy one night. I wasn't doing anything. I tried to get it. I tried to earn it. I tried to win over God by making wagers and everything and making all kind of promises to God. God, I know I had sex with that same girl again. I know I told you that I wasn't going to do it, God. And now I'm so afraid that I may have gotten her pregnant or that this or that or that this. And now I'm so worried. So Father, I will never do it again. If you could just get me through this time without suffering, then I'll never do it again, God. That's the way men are when they're lost. The way I used to be, the way we all once were. Making a wager with God, like I told you. So then, God, I won't do it anymore if you just bless me. So then you should get a call back. No, I'm not pregnant. I just thought I was. Woo! Father, yes, thank you. You heard my prayer. Thank you, Father. Now I'm going to stick to my guns. 2 days later, right at the room. You're right at the room, at the front counter, paying that nigga. You said $75? Hold on. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Right back in the room. Okay, come out the room sweating and everything, going back to your car. Okay, God. No. I just had a moment there of weakness. I know what I said. I said that I'd never do it again, Father. I just really just had a hard time today. You know I did. You know that I cried today. Did you remember that, Father? I had a bad, rough morning as well. And I didn't even eat breakfast, so I wasn't my strong self like I normally am. But tomorrow I'll eat breakfast and I'll have a protein shake, Father. And then now I know for sure that you will allow me to make it through without doing it again, and I'll keep my word. Look at this stuff I'm saying to you guys. This is how mind of men work when he's lost. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm actually being real. That's how it works. I'll never do it again. How many kids got a whooping and they said that right before they got whooped? I'll never do it again. I won't do it again. Yes, you will, nigga. Yeah, you is. You think you can fool me with this act? You think I'll not give you the punishment because of this act you're doing? Do you understand why I've said that little part right there? Well, let's see. Let's see here. Let's keep reading. So Uzzah, strength, put forth his hand to hold the ark. We were breaking that down. Brother Chris was talking about that. For the oxen stumbled. Uh-oh. Y'all hear that part right there, little flockulators? Why did the oxen stumble? Because he did. Why? So the ox was pulling the cart that had the ark on it. None of this is supposed to be like this, but men think they're clever, so they think they have a better way of moving the ark. So they're moving it with these oxen. The ox fucked around and stumbled, and when he stumbled, they thought the ark was going to fall, and Uzzah reached forth his hand to steady it so it wouldn't fall. Do y'all hear that, little flock? And the anger, listen at this good, and the anger of I Am was kindled against Uzzah, and he smote him because he put his hand to the ark, and there he died before power. Y'all heard that, little flock? So what happened? Why did he die? Why was I Am's anger kindled against him? Why is that, little flock? Against strength. Because that's what the word there is, Uzzah, strength. Why is Abba angry at strength? So much so that he killed it. Well, the grandson's been breaking it down today, for those who don't know. When you were in your old life, everything you did was an abomination to God. In other words, everything you did was an abomination to power. Do you guys understand these things that I'm saying today? I hope you do. In other words, a man that is powerful does not speak the way you were speaking internally before you knew the Father. When you were lost in the sauce, when you were in the world, you spoke like the world. You see it? Which is powerless. You spoke as though you had no power. You spoke as though you were powerless. So then you were an offense to power. You were at enmity with power. Do y'all understand that? A king is not at enmity with power. So if he's making you into a king, then he's bringing you into harmony with power. Right? Okay, then. Now, if he's the one that's doing this bringing you, then if you are trying to do the bringing, like Brother Chris said, then you will die. Because you're leaning unto your own what? Uzzah. See that there? Your own Uzzah. Your own damn Uzi. Got you killed. You see it? Brother Chris says, the ox stumbled because the outside cannot relieve you. It can only make things worse. That's true for one, for sure. And it also means that if you lean to the outside, your mind is now unequally yoked. Because it's two oxen. Let these two become one. So let your two minds put down their enmity, make peace between them, and become one new man, fashioned after Christ. Is that not what the Bible says? You see it? But you're unequally yoked when you're leaning unto the carnal mind to answer what only the Spirit can answer. You see? Or supply what only the Spirit can supply. And only the Spirit can supply love. So while we're talking about love here, which is power, see, love is power. You weren't feeling loved. So if you weren't feeling loved, then you're not powerful. I don't care who you are, because I am loved is the most high power. It's the name above all names. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Told y'all I was going to break this down, and I'm doing it. See that there? And I'm doing it. You see that there? The Uzi jammed and got you killed. That's right. That shit backfired right into your face. You pulled that bitch out. Kapow! Oh, shit! Damn! Damn! Wait a minute. I'm dead? Yeah, you blew your own shit back. Damn, what kind of gun is that? I don't want that gun. Nope, I don't want Uzi. See, I don't want my own strength. That's the right attitude. I don't want my own strength. I am is my strength. You don't want your own strength. I am is your strength. I don't get this guy. He is weird. Yeah, I know. I'm peculiar. I keep telling y'all that. Keep telling y'all that. You see it, there, little fly? Okay? Okay? So Strength reached out to grab it, and he got killed up by the Uzi. Y'all hear me? So now, and watch this. And the beloved was displeased because I am had made a breach upon Uzzah. Because I am made a breach upon Uzzah. What did I tell you about the breach? You don't react. Listen! You don't react unless you see something that proves what eyes you're using. And if you're using your carnal eyes or your carnal mind to judge, then you have judged wrong and you will die doing that. So then right here, what we're seeing is, listen good, little flock of laters. What we're seeing here is the beloved was displeased because I am made a crack happen in Uzzah's wall. We're good. Everything's good. We're safe, right? Well, a crack came through the test and see. And when the crack comes through the wall, I told you, you try to plug it. Didn't I say this? Did Uzzah try to plug it? Well, he reached forth his hand. Do you understand what I'm saying to you today? He reached forth his own personal strength to try to rectify the breach that would have not been there had he not relied on his own damn strength. Do you understand me today, little flockulators? Wherefore, that place is called Periz Uzzah to this day. Periz means breach. The breach of strength. Breach means a crack. A crack in your strength, nigga. Can y'all follow how the grandson is breaking down what I was saying to you? There's a breach in a human strength. It's there. And Abba will reveal it to you. And when he reveals it to you, you die. That's when he reveals it. In other words, that's when he shows you the truth of your strength. When it didn't save your ass. Isn't that the best way to prove that it's weak? Try to save your life with it. Well, you grabbed the Uzzah and you shot it and it blew your own shit back. See? That's why I said don't try to use that damn gun, but you tried anyway, didn't you? That bitch got a breach in it. That gun barrel got a breach in that bitch, and when you shoot it, you don't know where that bullet might go. It might hit your ass. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? So we don't want a barrel with a breach. Shit, we want a barrel that only got the breach on the one end that we aiming with. You hear me today? All right, so let's see what happened. And the beloved was afraid of power that day, saying, how shall I bring the ark of power home to me? Then how shall I do it? If it doesn't take strength, not by power nor not by might. Abba put the spirit on your boy one night. I wrestled with the angel, couldn't avoid that fight. What is the grandson saying? What angel am I wrestling with? Angel means messenger. So what angel am I wrestling with? What messenger am I wrestling with? David was afraid of power that day, saying, how shall I bring the ark of power home to me? So the beloved brought not the ark home to himself to the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. And the ark of power remained with the family of Obed-Edom in the house 3 months. And I am blessed the house of Obed-Edom, and all that he had. See this little fly? So not by power nor not by might. He tried to do it by power and by might, and he got killed up trying to do that. And then he said, well, Abba, obviously I didn't do it right. So how am I supposed to do it then? How am I supposed to do it then? Let's keep going, little flock. 1 Chronicles 14. Now Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to beloved, and timber of cedars, and masons and carpenters to build him a house. Now, Hiram, Brother Chris, you still with me? Hiram means what? You were breaking this down earlier. Hiram of Tyre. What do these words mean? Good point there, Brother Chris. Says it's important to note that the ark fell at the threshing floor. You see that, little flockulators? The threshing floor. What do you do at a threshing floor? Well, there's a separation that occurs there, little flock, isn't it? Isn't there a separation that occurs at a threshing floor? What kind of separation occurs there? Okay. Now, Hiram, king of Tyre. You see that? Tyre, rock. Y'all hear that, little flockulators? Tyre means rock. Hiram, the king, means white. Now, there's a mystery in the Bible that if you overcome, see this, little flockulators, if you overcome, and what are you overcoming? All of the thoughts that tell you that you are not loved. Once you overcome them and accept that you are loved, you have overcome the world. You have overcome the breaches. You don't react anymore because you know that you're protected, no matter if there even looks like it's a breach. It's not. I don't go by looks anymore. I don't care. See what I'm trying to explain to you, little flock? So white rock or white stone. Aren't you going to receive a white stone? Watch, little flock. When you overcome, is that not written as one of the promises of I am? That he will give you a white stone and something will be written on it, right? Fill us in, little flock, somebody. He who overcomes is going to get a white stone, right? What about that stone, little flock? Anybody know? Do you see it? Little flockulators. So then we can use a man named Rock as our example of this. There was a man named Simon. Guys, staying with me here? Simon Bar-Jonah. Yahusha says, I don't call you that anymore. I now call you Peter. Peter means rock. I now call you Peter. Now, what do we know about this man, Simon Peter? We know that he has a desire to love Yahusha. Come on. Do you guys see what I was doing? He had the desire and the zeal to love Yahusha and to show his love for Yahusha. He extended his hand to show that he loved his brother. He extended his hand and he cut off the ear. He smote off the ear. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? He extended his hand and Yahusha said, put your sword back up. Don't think that that's the way to show me that you love me, because you're going to deny me. So then what the hell was the point of you doing all that physical shit you did if at the end of the day your heart will betray me? Come on. Did you guys hear what I'm saying? So the one that is converted, I talked about this before this message was even brought up, that I would give it to you guys today. I was in the Discord group and you guys could confirm this. And through the Spirit, I'm just telling you guys what the Spirit told me to say. So he's telling me things and I'm just sharing it through the Discord today. And one of the things I shared today was about what? Let you guys tell me. One of the last things I shared in the Discord group, for those who were there, what was it about? That's right, Brother Vaughn. Grace unto it, saying grace unto it. We're going to get into it some more, too. What did I share in the Discord group? That was one of the things. That was one of the things, judging the one who doesn't know any better. That was one. How a man can't love until he sees that he is loved himself. That he cannot forgive until he sees that he's been forgiven for something he didn't deserve forgiveness for. You see this? And I also mentioned in the Discord group about judging that man, like you said, brother, before he's converted. That was the point. And this is before me and Brother Chris had ever talked about Chronicles and even talked about this message that Abba was going to give us today. This is before that. The Spirit just had me saying it. If you judge a man before he's converted, then you're going to judge him wrong, because you're going to judge him based off of that man that says, I don't know you, like Peter did. See that there? I don't know you. But you just said, Peter, that you would go to him to death. I'll never leave. I will never forsake you. That's what you said. Even if they leave you, I won't. That's what he said. But he did. He denied. He did the thing he said he wouldn't do. Do you follow what I'm saying to you? But what Yahusha tell him? When you are converted, strengthen. See how the word strength keeps coming up? When you are converted. I told you, Peter's the one that stretched forth his hand to prove his love. But his heart was still not right. Even though his desire was. Do you understand what I'm saying, little flock? Just like Aaron, it's the same principle. I want to show you that I love you. But if you show me how you love me by the flesh, then you're not actually loving me. That's not the proper way to love me. Love me from the heart. Because that is what God is judging in a man. Not the fact that he pulled a sword out and cut a man's ear off. Oh, that means he loved me. Shit, he wants to protect me. I am protected. I don't need you to cut no nigga ear off to show me I'm protected, my nigga. I need you to believe with me. That's how you fight with me. Be one mind with me. You all understand what I'm saying today? That's right. When you are converted. So then in the Discord group that I mentioned that I say, if you judge a man before he's converted, then you probably judged him wrong. In other words, that's what I was saying. That's Peter. That's what I'm referencing. It's Peter, because he's the one that was told those words, when you are converted. So then he had to be changed. Out of what? Out of what? Leaning unto his own strength. That's what he had to be converted out of. Just like we're reading here. You see it? Same story. And when you're converted, then you get a new name, Peter. Come on. Now he got a new name because he's converted. He's a rock, Peter. Do you hear it today? Now you will be given that new white stone with a name written on it that don't no man know the name that's written on it, but he who receives it. Do you see it, little flock? Yeah. Yeah. Now let's continue. Verse 2, watch. Now watch what I mean about the stone. When you get the stone, that means you overcame, right? Isn't that what it means? Let's confirm we're at the plane right now with each other. When you get the stone, the white stone, that means you overcame, right? And that means you were converted, correct? That's right, Brother Chris. They enter not in for their unbelief. That's the only reason they do not enter in. That's what the Bible said. They enter not in for their own unbelief. Okay? That's right, Brother Vaughn. Saying grace unto it, grace unto it. You hear that? That's right. You're standing on a new solid foundation of an identity. Your new name. That's your identity, right? Now that's who you stand on now. And that stone, the gates of hell will not prevail against it. They can't prevail. The gates of hell cannot prevail against the truth of who you are. It can only prevail when you disbelieve the truth of who you are, right? Come on. Come on. So let's see what happens here. Hiram Tyree, white stone. He's mentioned. And he's given all this stuff to David so that David can build a house, right? Because what does a man build his house on? Well, Brother Cut said it. A solid foundation that doesn't shift or turn. A new white stone with a new name. So let's see what David perceives after this white stone is mentioned. Let's see, verse 2. And the beloved perceived that I am had confirmed him king over Israel, for his kingdom was lifted up on high because of his people Israel. Do you see it, little fly? He perceived that I am had confirmed him. When the white stone is mentioned, see it? When you're converted, then you get a new white stone with a new name. That's when you know that you're the king that I'm describing to you. Now that you're a king and you're confirmed, you got to act like it. You can't be people pleasing no more. You can't be sucking up to people. You can't be brown nosing. You can't be trying to be goody two shoes. You can't be trying to be a sugar foot, fetch it, step and fetch it. None of that shit no more. Y'all understand what I'm saying to you? You got to do what Abba says is pleasing. And then you will get the honor that only come from God alone, the Bible says, and not men. But men rather seek the glory that come of men rather than the glory that come from God alone. Do you read it? So if you seek in that way and refuse to accept the only thing that comes from God alone, but you're looking for the glory that comes from men, then you're going to people please. And you're not going to be a king when you people please. You're going to fall. Can y'all follow that today? That's right, Brother Christopher. Breaches are things that make you believe that you're not loved, or I'm not safe, or all other foolish things. That's right. So then when the breach appears, should you pay attention to it? In other words, like I said earlier in this message, should you react to the breach? Should you react to it? If you react to it, then you believe it is real. Correct? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now David has some more kids and stuff, and it mentions it there. He got some more wives. You see that, little flock? He got some more wives and everything, and he had more sons and daughters, right? He became a fruitful branch. You see that, little flock? Verse 8. And when the Philistines heard that the beloved was anointed king over all Israel, all the Philistines went up to seek beloved, and beloved heard of it and went out against them. So do you hear it, little flockolators? Are the Philistines the beloved friend? Are they friends of the beloved? The Philistine? Come on, Brother Chuck with it. Come on now. Be still and know. Be still and know. So then we're sitting there chilling, and then somebody comes to us to try to point our attention at a breach. See what I'm trying to say? Look right there. Look right here. Pay attention. Look at that right there. I don't walk by sight. So why are you trying to convince me to? See, this is what I mean about how you need to change how you talk about people. This is about being a king. If I'm not supposed to walk by sight, and you're telling me to walk by sight, are you my friend? Look how you just sliced this people in half with the truth. Are you my friend? And you have to be okay with the recognition that they're not your friend. You have to be okay with that when you see it. Marvel not. I told you. No need in turning into Captain America. Captain America can't do shit. That nigga can't save you. Neither can Spider-Man. None of them niggas gonna help you. I am is the only one. I am is what it say on my damn superhero costume. They're like, what kind of super guy are you? I am. I am what? I am. That's my superhero name. Why are you screwing with me? You want to see how powerful I am? Well, you don't actually do anything. Zap something. Shoot lightning out your arse. Shoot some lightning bolts out. Do something, grandson. Show us a sign. I don't show signs. I'm not that kind of superhero, Nick. I do invisible powers. That's the powers I have. They're invisible. That makes it more powerful to me. I know you stupid ass babies kids like shit you can see because that makes you feel like it's powerful. You didn't know that true power was invisible. Well, that doesn't mean that I'm going to sit up here and dance along to you guys' tune. Yahusha said this generation is like kids that sing into a song and dancing to it, and they ask you to come dance to that song and you won't. And they're confused that you won't, and they hate you that you won't. See, I don't dance to your tune. Look at the breach. I don't dance to it. I'm a king. Kings don't listen to you weak ass niggas. Grandson, why would it? King is the one that's supposed to bring you out of fear, not listen to you fearful niggas and come down in there with you. I don't go down in the basement. I told you that. I will only stand at the top of the stairs. That's as far as I'll get with you niggas. Grandson, help us. Help us, grandson. We're down here in the basement. Come down here. Didn't you say help you? How the fuck I'm gonna help you by coming down there? You want to get up out of there. So shouldn't the proper help be to pull you up out of the basement? Yeah, grandson. So now I just exposed you for being a deceiver who's trying to pull me down there where you are, right? Damn, grandson, you sure are sharp and everything. Yeah, I'm a sharp to it, double-edged blade. You keep fucking around, you're gonna see just how sharp I am. See, that's the part that I'm trying to express to you guys. I've been like this since the beginning. I will cut a nigga straight to the quick. I don't give a fuck who he is. If he's in error or he's wrong or on some death shit, I cut his ass. That's just what I'm going to do because that's the only beneficial thing to do is to cut him. What is the word of God? A feather? Is that the way it's described? A feather duster? Let's see. The word of God is like a let's see what else I can think of that would match that. I can't even think of shit, guys. I said a feather. What else is soft and shit like that? You guys understand what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword that cuts through. Expose a man's intention. See, I don't care what he's telling me. I expose his intention. Your intention is to bring me down the basement. Oh, grandson, shit. I didn't even say that was my intention. You don't have to. I told you my superpower, dumb fuck. My superpower is invisible. So why the hell would you think it's visible? Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yeah, this is the wise as a serpent part. See what I'm saying to you, little flock? This is the being wise as a serpent. Niggas say some shit to you. Sometimes you just got to stop and be like, what you say? Now, before that, y'all were just laughing. Yeah, man. Yeah, good to see you, man. And he say some deaf shit to you, and you say, what you just said to me? He's going to be thrown off. He's going to go, wait. I mean, aren't you supposed to just go along to get along? No, I'm not part of the go along, get along gang. 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 I'm not part of the go along, get along gang. Not part of it. I don't go along to get the fuck along. I go out straight from you niggas. That's what I do because I was told to. Be not friends with the world. What you think I'm supposed to act like? Friends like I'm friends? Come on, guys. Let's get real. Let's get real. And sometimes your men will become friends to the world. You hear what I'm saying? They will become friends to the world. You got to remind them. Don't touch the accursed thing, my nigga. You don't want to die, do you? You don't want to trouble my house, do you? Oh, gosh, grandson, why you just turn up like that? I didn't expect that. I mean, you're so funny and so cool. Like we were laughing and everything. I didn't think you'd turn and do that. Well, did you guys read about Yahusha? Peter's talking, the same guy I mentioned earlier. He's talking, and Yahusha said, get behind me, Satan. See? Get behind me, Satan. One of you niggas is a devil. See? Haven't I chosen you 12 and one of you is a damn devil? Ain't that what he said, little fly? Yeah. All right. So back to what we was talking about here. That's right, Brother Chuck. We don't worry about a breach when we're sealed. Is there a breach inside the ark? Or is the ark covered in pitch? Most people might not know what I mean when I say that, but I did a video on that too, specifically on the pitch. You hear me? Okay. Brother Chris, Thriller night. Yeah, they want you to start dancing. I'm not dancing to that weak ass shit. A weak ass song, Thriller Night. This shit ain't even nothing about nothing real. So I'm sitting here watching this shit. Oh my God, look at these guys dance. I guess I should too. That's what Yahusha was talking about. No, I'm not dancing that weak ass shit. Shit. Let me give y'all niggas something you can dance to. We don't care what you need. nigga say. We don't care what a nigga trying to say. No, we don't give a damn what a nigga done said. We don't care what a nigga done said. No, we don't give a damn what you niggas trying to do. Why? Cause my Abba's so good. Nah, dance to that shit if you can. Them niggas don't want to hear that. They're like, I don't like that song. I don't like when you say you don't give a damn what I say, grandson. Kings don't give a fuck what peasants say. But you're calling me a peasant, grandson? Your actions tell me who you are. You trying to plug up the breaches show me who you are. Now, I asked you guys a question. Are the Philistines the friend of the beloved one or not? Are the Philistines the friend of the beloved? So they're coming to look for the beloved, the Philistines are. What that mean? That mean, Thriller night. They come into your house. Abba said don't come out the house, right? But see, they come into the house. Soon as you built the house, we just read it. Soon as you built the house, when you got the white stone with the new name and you start to build your new identity, I am loved. I am safe. Here come the test. Nigga, you ain't safe. See? That's how it works. Nigga, you're not safe. You're not beautiful. You're not valuable. You're not precious. You're not the apple of anybody's eye. You ain't shit, nigga. Don't you know you ain't loved? Don't you know you ain't valuable? Don't you know you're not? Don't you know you're not? Don't you know you 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 not? That's the only song that nigga got, because that's what he's saying to Eve. Don't you know you're not? We shall surely die. You shall not. Told you niggas. Told you niggas. We gonna take that serpent and tie his bitch ass in the knot. And then we gonna stomp on his head. Crush all his toofuses up out of there. Then nigga ain't gonna have no fangs left and be done with his ass. All right? So y'all answered it, right? I'm sure y'all did. Coming to steal love. Coming to hate on love. See how we one family? And there ain't no denying it. So that's what the Philistines represent. You see that? They're coming to hate on love because they found out that somebody thought they was loved. So is this the same story as the grandson was telling you when you read in Revelation, where it says that there's a man-child who was born who will rule all the nations, and there's a red dragon there waiting to kill him as soon as he be born? See? Coming to steal, kill, and destroy as soon as the beloved one is born. I told you who the beloved one of Yahushua is. Yeah. And don't you see why they don't want the nigga alive? Because look at what he's saying. You are loved. You are powerful. Not your government. The fuck? Not your president. God damn, you niggas are sick. You guys think your president determines your livelihood as a nation? You think your president determines that? Wow. Wow. Your stock market determines whether or not you're going to have food to eat. That's what you believe? Many there are people who do. That's why I'm mentioning it. My 401k, grandson, you don't know. I've been saving for 50 years. I'm well prepared. Okay. When a loaf of bread costs a day's wage, then how prepared are you? Because I'll still be filled, regardless. Yeah. Yeah. I stopped looking at numbers a whole long time ago because I guess men do that. I stopped looking at those numbers a long time ago to tell me whether I was safe or not. I stopped looking at an amount to tell me whether I was going to eat or not, because that didn't prove it. I ate regardless. So I started to just accept the truth of the matter, that I am safe regardless. I am blessed regardless. I am filled regardless. I am all good things regardless of how it may seem. I don't give a fuck about how the breach looks, because I'm not going to try to plug it. I'm going to go to sleep. Okay, let's keep going, little flock. Let's keep going. So the Philistines came, see that, little flock, and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. Brother Chris, where you at with it? Rephaim, what that word mean, Brother Chris? Break it down for us. They spread themselves. Who did? You know who did. The wrong thoughts did. They came out there and lounged out there. Yeah, grandson, I see you. You a new man, huh? Let me see if you is or not then. Let me try to test that shit and see. Well, y'all should said the house won't fall, so go ahead and check. It ain't got no breach in the shit. I'm loved. Check for the breach. I don't see no breach in there. Nope, I am safe. Check for a breach. Damn, there's no breach on that one either, grandson. Nope. Keep on searching, Neanderthal. Search until your ass not even red anymore. Just keep on searching. You won't find. You hear me? All right. So now, Rephaim, giant. You hear that, little flock? So every time the Israelites come to a place where they perceive that there are giants there, they become afraid. So then how is the beloved one supposed to be? Afraid because of the giants? Well, just because they become afraid because they see giants doesn't mean that that's the right way to be. You see it because you're not supposed to judge by sight. So the tester, the tempter, will offer you something that looks scary as shit to make you feel like you're not loved, to make you feel like you're not safe, to make you feel like you're not fed, to make you feel like you're not beloved, to make you feel like you're not taken care of. You understand that's all it means? Philistines, that's all it means. Okay? Therefore, the beloved inquired again of power, and power said unto him, go not up after them, turn away from them. Go not up after them. Don't chase after them wrong thoughts. Turn away from them wrong thoughts. Do you hear it, little flock? Turn away from them and come upon them over against the mulberry trees. Now we about to see what's going to happen with this mulberry tree. Okay? Okay? And it shall be when you shall hear a sound of going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then you shall go out to battle, for power is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines. Did you hear it, little flock? Do you hear it, little flock? So take a break. When the attack comes, take a break, take a breather. Get in the shade of a tree and relax for a second. Get in the shade of that tree and take you a nice little nap and relax for a minute. Don't react to the attack, not one damn bit. You ignore it, you turn away. That's what Abba said to do. That's what he inquired, and that's what he found that he should do when he inquired, was to turn away from it. So then close your fucking eyes, lay on back and relax for a minute. Take a deep ass breath first. Collect yourself and have self-control, which is the fruit of the spirit. Okay? Once you collect yourself, then decide for yourself what you would like. Since you're loved, decide for yourself what you would like and ask the Father for that. Well, I want these niggas dead. They come in to attack me. I want them up out of my way. In other words, I want the wrong thoughts to subside and go away. I'm tired of them coming up trying to attack my mind to tell me I'm not loved. I'm tired of these wrong thoughts coming to tell me I'm not respected. I'm tired of these wrong thoughts telling me that I'm poor. I'm tired of them telling me all these things. So then wash them away, get rid of them, and destroy that army that has come against me. Once you've done that in your mind, when you open your eyes after doing that inside yourself, you open your eyes. No, you go forth. No, because the army of I am has already gone forth before you and destroyed the enemy. I gave you guys my own testimony of when my wife had my son and we were going through the divorce. See that there, little flock? And she was like, yeah, you can come see your son, but I had beef with her family. See, the beef with her family are the Philistines. But right thought overcame the Philistines because I went under a mulberry tree and relaxed for a minute and decided. I told you guys exactly what I did. I saw myself slicing and dicing through the enemy. How did I slice and dice through the enemy? I saw myself what I was wearing. I saw myself walking into the room. I saw it going the way I wanted it to go. Fuck what another nigga wants. I saw it going the way I am seeing it going. And when I saw it going that way, when I actually physically went, which was hours later, after spiritually already doing it, hours later I went and I had the desire of my heart. And why? Because I am went before I went. Come on. I am went before I went and did it. Come on. So let's see what happens here. So they came to Baal Perazim, and David smote them there. The beloved smote them there. Baal Perazim. What do you mean, Brother Chris? While we flocculating. Then the beloved said, power have broken in upon mine enemy. Have broken in. Power have broken in. What is a breach? So now, instead of being the one breached upon, now I'm the nigga causing the breaches and other niggas. that want to come against Jerusalem to fight against me, my city of peace, where I reside under that mulberry tree chilling. You want to come up here and attack me and disturb my peace? Well, then you're going to feel the wrath of a fucking... Well, let me just calm on down because I'm going to get so turned up that I won't be able to come back down, little flock, as you can see. So let me continue. Baal Perazim, what do it mean? The master of the breach. Do you hear it? Do you understand what's being said here? When you were afraid, the breach was there. They could attack you. When you felt unloved, the breach was there and they could attack you. Now you have become master over the breaches, the master over your damn britches, and now you can pull them up and walk correctly because the bitches was sagging around your ankles because you wasn't the master of them damn britches. The britches was mastering your ass. You hear what I'm saying, little flock? We got the keys, and that's why the boy is talking the way that I'm talking, and that's why I'm full of zeal, and I'm full of glee and happiness as well, if you can't tell. Why? Because we blessed beyond measure. Brother Chris says, we should also note that the Philistines can mean to roll in dust. The serpent was cursed to roll in dust to eat it in Genesis. So from there, it is inferred that the Philistines represent wrong thought. That's right. That's right. The carnal mind. The deceiver trying to deceive you. See it, little flock? Trying to eat you. What is man's body made out of? What is man's body made out of, little flock? In other words, the carnal side of man is what the serpent eats. Can you hear me today? Hope you can. He feasts on your fear. He feasts on your doubt. These are all carnal things. He feasts on your lust. Those are breaches that he sees, that he attacks in those breaches and comes through like a serpent will do. Serpent likes to hide in a breach. Okay? Okay. David therefore did as power commanded him, and they smote the host of the Philistines from Gibeon even to Gazer. And the fame of the beloved went out into all lands, and I am brought the fear of him upon all nations. You hear that, little flock? I am brought the fear of him upon all nations. So then what will happen to you if you overcome like beloved one does? The fear. So what did I tell you guys earlier? That's the response you're going to get from people when you walk in your power. They're going to become afraid of you. So what? It's all good. Nothing wrong with that. So what? So what? You hear me? They're going to fear you. All right, little flock. All right. First Chronicles 15, and then we'll be done with this particular message, little flock. All right. Yeah, that's right, Brother Chuck. Hey, yo. Hey, carnal mind. Where's your little sting that you bite? Well, the carnal mind's over on the other side like, don't you know there's a wall between the two of us? I can't get through anymore. There aren't any breaches I can slip through. Fuck, this is boring. Yeah, we'll be bored until you die, nigga. Can't stand your dumb ass no way. First Chronicles 15, little flock. Verse 1, and the beloved made him houses. Well, look at this. Made him houses in the city of the beloved, and prepared a place for the ark of power, and pitched for it a tent. Then beloved said, none ought to carry the ark of power but the Levites. You hear this, little flock? Don't nobody touch that ark but the Levites. Gosh golly, we learned last time when the breach occurred. We learned the Uzi got to shooting and blew my man head off. We learned real quick right then when that nigga head got peeled back. We knew something was wrong that happened. So he says, none ought to carry the ark of power but the Levites. For them have I am chosen to carry the ark of power and to minister unto him forever. My covenant with Levi is of life and peace. What is life and peace? My covenant with Levi was with life and peace. What is life and peace? Come on, Brother Chuck, with it. That's right. A nation of kings and priests. That's right. The branches, the flockulators. That's right. That's the camp that we're in. The ark is in our camp. If it's not, then how come we got the Father's name? Shh. By the way, shh. If this is not the ark, if this is not the camp of the armies of the living power, then how come we have the ark and the world don't have it? That's my question. And the proof that we have it is he said, Abba said his name is upon it. So then, in order to say you have the ark in your midst, you must have the name in your midst. Do we have it here in our midst? So then we have the ark in our midst. In order to have the ark in your midst, you have to have the beloved one with you. Now, who's the one showing you the name that's written on the ark? Come on, guys. There's no need in playing anymore because you can't. Nobody can. Told you that. Power is here with us. What does Emmanuel mean, guys? What does it mean? His name shall be Emmanuel. What does Emmanuel mean? Come on, Brother Chuck. It's so obvious, ain't it? It's so obvious and clear to see. If what I was telling you all about who I am and what we're doing, if what I was telling you all was not true, then his name would not rest here. It's just that simple. He cannot rest in a defiled temple. He can't do it. He will not put his name upon a defiled space. The beloved has to build the ark. So then what do you read about the branch? He shall build the temple. He shall build it. Come on. Come on. That's right, Brother Vaughn. God with us. Power is with us. That's his name, Emmanuel. See, power is with us now. See how that's going, little flock? Come on. Come on. So let's see. And David gathered all Israel together to the city of peace, Jerusalem, to bring up the ark of I am unto its place, which he had prepared for it. He prepared a place, and he's going to bring the ark to it. And David assembled the children of Aaron. See it? Not just any old Levites. Happens to be the same guy I mentioned earlier. David assembled the children of Aaron and the Levites. Okay, and then it tells you their names and who they are. All right, little flock. Okay. And then he appointed them their places. So then is the beloved purifying the sons of Levi? Yeah, that's what we're seeing happening. What does it say about the one who comes in the end that's like a purifier's fire and like soap, fuller soap? The messenger of the covenant, who shall purify the sons of Levi. Come on here. Oh, God. Oh, God. He tells them their power because they've lost it. They've made the arm and the flesh their power. That's how come they're not purified. So the spiritual priest has to come back from another order, which is Melchizedek, and purify the sons of Levi and show them that their covenant was life and peace, which is the spirit, because the spirit is life and peace. Come on now. Is that happening? What did that mean is happening? Let's continue. So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of I am, the power of Israel. And the children of the Levites bear the ark of power upon their shoulders. See it, little flock? Upon their shoulders. Where do you bear your ark at? Upon your shoulders? Or not? Let's keep going. With the staves thereon, as Moses commanded, according to the word of I am. See it? And David spake to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be the singers with instruments and music, harps, cymbals, sounding, lifting up the voice with joy. All right. So they appointed some men to do all this singing and everything. All right, little flock. Let's get down some more. Verse 25. So David, the beloved, and the elders of Israel, and the captains over thousands. What is captains over thousands? I told you guys what that means. The captains over thousands went to bring up the ark of the covenant of I am out of the house of Obed Edom with joy. So the beloved, the elders of Israel, and the captains over thousands went. See that right there, little flock? Only those who understand the truth. That's why it says captain of thousands. I told you what thousands mean. I broke it down for you. When I said I'm the master of abundance and I give out my fruit for 1,000 pieces of silver. See it? That's the only way you can get my fruit. Just like here. Continuing. And it came to pass when power helped the Levites that bear the ark of the covenant of I am, that they offered 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And David, beloved, was clothed with a robe of fine linen, and all the Levites that bear the ark and the singers, and Chenaniah, the master of the song with the singers, beloved also had upon him an ephod of linen. The beloved also had upon him an ephod of linen. Why is he wearing an ephod of linen? Why is he wearing an ephod of linen? Why did it mention that? Thank you for that, Brother Cut. Levi, Lawaya, lawyer, Lawaya, companion. That's where we get the word lawyer from. Levi, Lawaya, means companion. Today is a lawyer is not really a companion. Shit, that nigga's a companion to his pocketbook. But he should be a companion to you to be your defender, to be your advocate. That's why it comes from the word Levi, which means companion. You see, or joined. You see, it means joined to. You see it, little flock of ladies. Okay. So when it says the Levites are only allowed to bear the ark, what does that mean? Now that you know the name of Levi, and now that you know what 1,000 means. What does it mean that only Levites can carry this ark? Brother Vaughn says to understand Christ's teachings. That's one point. That's right. The disciplined servants of I am. That's another one, Brother Cut. To come into agreement in the name of I am. That's right, Brother Chuck. Only those who can relate. That's right, Brother Chris. So you guys understand that? So did you guys understand how Abba's doing that? How he's revealing that through these words? Those are the only people who can carry. What does it mean? Joined to. That's what Levi means. So to join yourself to I am, like I said, I only give my fruit out for 1,000 pieces of silver, guys. You must join yourself to me. Isn't that what I told you guys weeks ago? All right, then. That's the only way you can become one with I am, is to join yourself to him. That's the only way you can carry the ark, is become one with it. That's the point. A cart is not being one with I am. You're putting something in between you and I am, which is your flesh. Okay? Now, I asked you guys, why was that David wearing an ephod of linen? Why is he wearing that? What does an ephod of linen represent? Come on with it, Brother Cut. Come on with it, my brothers. Come on with it. Let's get that proof real quick. You guys know about Samuel, right? Who anointed King David? Come on with it. Who anointed King David to be king over Israel? Who anointed him? That's right, Brother Chris. Now, what was Samuel? What was his position? Come on, y'all. Come on with it, judge, high priest. Come on. That's right. That's right. Okay. So let's read about this man Samuel real quick. Take a detour and let's read. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 18. And let's see what he was wearing. But Samuel ministered before I am, being a child, girded with a linen ephod. Stop. What was he wearing? Samuel, that is. And what was he doing when he was wearing it? Come on. Break it down, somebody. What was he wearing and what was he doing when he was wearing it? So the mark that he had this position was by what he was wearing, correct? And he was wearing the same thing that's mentioned that David was wearing. So we see that this linen ephod, as you guys had already mentioned, represents the high priest. It said he ministered before I am. And the minister of I am wears a linen ephod. You see it, little flock? Okay. So now back to 1 Chronicles 15. Now that we've got that tidbit about David wearing, what did it say he was wearing? He had upon him an ephod of linen. So it's telling you that to tell you that he is a priest. Now is the beloved priest from the same tribe as the other priest? Or is he from a different tribe? Is the beloved from the same tribe as the other priests that we were just reading about that are carrying the ark? No. No Baroni. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Okay, he's from a different tribe. So let's go to the book of Hebrews real quick. The book of Hebrews chapter 7. Okay. 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 Let's start at verse 9. And as I may so say, Levi also, when we're talking about Levi, who receiveth tithes, paid tithes in Abraham. For he was yet in the loins of his father when Melchizedek met him. Y'all see that? That's right, Brother Vaughn, the order of Melchizedek. You see how somebody mentioned that earlier? Let me go back real quick and see who mentioned that. It might have been you. That was Brother Cut. It says Melchizedek. That's right. So let's see, little flock. So he was yet in the loins of his father when Melchizedek met him. In other words, Levi was not born yet when there was a priest named Melchizedek already. Before Abraham was, I am. See? If therefore perfection were by the Levitical priesthood, For under it the people received the law. What further need was there that another priest should rise after the order of Melchizedek, and not be called after the order of Aaron? See it, little flock? So what need was there for another priest to arise from a different order of Levi, if Levi made you perfect? Well, we read that Levi was causing men to trust in the arm of their flesh. When Yahusha came, they were doing that same thing, trusting in how they were dressed, trusting in how well they were cleaned up, trusting at their seat of position, trusting. See, all of that shit does not make you righteous with God. They just believed that it did, so they perpetuated it. You see it? But Melchizedek had to come to teach the truth concerning priesthood. You see? For the priesthood being changed, do you hear it, little flock? For the priesthood being changed, there is made a necessity a change also of the law. For he of whom these things are spoken pertaineth to another tribe. So the man who this is all talking about, this other priesthood, this one that was before Abraham, he's not from the same tribe as Levi. You guys already admitted that. No Peroni, he ain't from that tribe. So then let's see what tribe he's from. For he who these things are spoken pertaineth to another tribe, of which no man gave attendance at the altar. No man gave attendance. Attendance means, are you present? I am. Are you not present? Then you ain't going to say I am. But if you're present, you're going to say I am. So when the priests were called out, there was a priest from another order that was not present at the altar. See it? He wasn't present there. For it is evident that our power sprang out of Judah. Our head sprang out of Judah, not Levi, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood. Moses did not speak of any priest coming out of the tribe of Judah, even though that's exactly where he's going to come from. Do you see it? Where did David come from? So do you see why David had on the ephod linen? Come on. Let's keep going. For he of whom these things are spoken pertain to another tribe. Yeah, we read that. And it is yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek, there arises another priest. There has to come another one. I told you guys this. Another Melchizedek must come in the end to correct the wrong thought that the world has been under again. Isn't that right? Now, this Melchizedek, let's see, who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment. See, he's not going to bring you any carnal commandment, but after the power of an eternal, endless life. You hear me? For he testifies, you are a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. All right, then, little flock. And we can keep on going with that. We can keep on going with that, but I think y'all see my point there, little flockulators. That's why David has on this ephod. Thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of I am with shouting, with the sound of the cornet, and with trumpets, and with cymbals, making a noise with psalteries and harps. So all this noise they're making is called what? The harps, the cymbals, the trumpets, the cornet, and the shouting and the singing. What is that called? What are they doing? What are they doing? That's right, guys. Simple and easy. They're praising. Why are they praising? Probably because their head, as we just read, our head sprang out of Judah. Judah means praise. So our head, our highest thought, our highest vibration springs out of what? A heart that praises I am. I am safe. I am blessed. I am secure. See how it's all going. See how it's all going. They're praising. You see? They're thanking the Most High I Am. You see? And it came to pass, as the ark of the covenant of I Am came to the city of the beloved, that Michal, the daughter of Saul, looking out of a window, saw King Beloved dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart. What did I tell you guys about that? When you seek to serve the Most High and you do what's righteous before the Most High, you're going to have a hater that's going to come. You're going to have a hater saying you ain't loving God by doing that, by acting like that, just like she did. Because Michal means who is like God. Can you guys understand that? Yeah. God doesn't act like that. See what I mean? That's the accuser. God doesn't act like that. God doesn't do that. He didn't dance like that and play. Okay. Okay. So do y'all follow this little flock? We're going to go ahead and end it there. We could continue, but we're going to go ahead and end it there, little flock of letters, because I think we've made our point here. That the ark is not returning to the children of Israel. God is going to regather his people. And when he regathers them, I've just described to you how it looks. He will not regather his people until the sons of Levi are purged of their filth, which is they're not praising I Am. They're praising their strength of their own arm. The beloved one will come and has come to correct that. And you guys are partaking of the correction of the purifier. You're getting corrected by the purifier. If it were not so, then you wouldn't know what I'm telling you today, but you do know it, which means the purifying fire is doing its work. Purifying the sons of Levi, in other words, the other priests that have been caught up in the carnal. That's what this priest comes to do. You see it, little flock? And once that happens, then they start to praise I Am together. And when they do that, the ark goes where? It comes back home again. Isn't that right? So Abba's presence will return to the people of Israel when they listen to what King David tells them to do, which is to praise I Am. If a person's not telling you that, then he's not David. Because that's all that David will tell you, show you, and do himself. So then, am I telling you, showing you, and doing it myself? There's only one way that could be the case, guys. And I've told you how it's the case. If you guys won't enter in, it would be because you don't believe me. Then you're calling me a liar. And then I'll just say to you, if you call me a liar, I'll just say to you, prove it. Because I'm proving to you the truth. All right, little flockulators. So be strong in the power of his might, not your own. In the scripture, stand strong in the power of his might and rest. Rest in it. Because that is our power. You see, to rest in the city of Jerusalem. That's our home. So then we might as well act like we're living at home. How do we act like we're living at home? How do you live when you're at home? Chilling, relaxing, feet kicked up. Shit, farting. You don't care. You fart when you at home. You be like, ain't nobody around to smell that. Good damn thing it ain't. Because if you got a dog, that nigga might jump up. Damn, master. You know, my nose strong as hell. Shit, I smelled that coming a mile away. Jeez. What'd you eat? A burrito with extra cheese on it or something? Damn. You know, Fido, he smelled every damn thing. Shit, he gonna fart too. Shit. Y'all ever had a dog and that nigga be laying there asleep and that nigga fart? He be like, hey, did you just fart? Damn, man. Shit be stinking. Nigga be kicking his feet, stinking ass fart. Damn, man. That's because he's comfortable and he at home where it's nice and safe, little flock, and so are we. I am home. So now I'm gonna act like it. You know it, brother Cut. The dog like it. You know it. He like when shit stank. That nigga, you pull off some old dirty ass socks and throw them to the side, he goes right over there. Hey, master, what did you throw over here? Why did you throw those? Those things smell like they're extremely valuable. Why'd you throw them in the corner? Maybe master forgot. Maybe he forgot that they're there. Well, let me go on and grab one for him. Then when he grabs it, he smells it. Oh, gosh. Never mind taking it back to master. I'll just run behind the bed over here in the corner and chew this thing. You hear the nigga pulling the string, biting, chewing and shit. You're like, hey. He's like, huh? You're like, where my sock? You pick up the sock, got a big ass hole in it. This shit funny, man. That should be funny as hell, man. I'd be looking at the dog like, you a funny ass little dude, man. He'd be looking all innocent and shit. Y'all feel me, little flock? So y'all be blessed tonight, man. Y'all be blessed. And hopefully, like I said, this was edifying to the body. And thank you, Brother Chris, for bringing this to our attention. Thank you for participating in the serving of the meal as well and being a minister to the little flock. Because there's no greater position to be a servant in the kingdom. You see it? So y'all be blessed tonight, little flockulators, and all praises to the Most High. Hopefully soon we'll come together and be doing this again. And if not, then I'll see y'all on the flip side, like I always say to the flock, because I change not. I'm gonna always be here at home. You see it? Plain man dwelling in my tent. So y'all be blessed, knowing what Abba has done for y'all today and forevermore. Not just today, but forevermore. All right. So y'all be blessed, little flock. Salawam Israel.